The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 120! Come on, dude!
Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Wentz. And this one's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready, 51 to Mike. Wow, 58. Ready, set.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Check. Lucky. 20, go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing his Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Freeman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Sheds off the tackle. A big run there by Freeman. 47 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Switch.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is taken at about the 14. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first 2 QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's 8:15 Eastern tomorrow night. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now, Wentz again. It's caught by Aguilar. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
45. All day, all day. Check the backer, check the backer.
Go, go. Sunday.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Now he's full, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz going to throw. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
You got nothing.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
45.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 26-yard
The
line.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Freeman again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. A big run there by Freeman. 57 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Grade 15. Grade 15.
Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It's just me and you.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Clement to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Aguilar has it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 27, Falcons 13. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 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 switch, switch.
21. 22 jet bomber.
Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 36.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go, back. Waiting.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Solid.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go again with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Philly. 87 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So talk about escaping danger from their own one. Clear across the field now. They come up on 1st and 10.
Sunday. X3, 218, chopper.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his pass incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz on the move to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two. Shy of the 40.
Let's go.
11 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80, 25.
Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
they'll throw it with Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Empty.
Check 37.
On 1st down. It's Sanders, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Yet at the same
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson Aho. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.